Let's focus on the high voltage battle for Bhabanipur. Voting is underway in the bypoll amid massive security. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is fighting a prestige battle for her home constituency against young BJP candidate Priyanka Tibrewal. From door-to-door campaigns to temple, gurudwara and mosque visits, Mamata and Priyanka have campaigned fiercely in Bhabanipur. CPIM candidate Srijib Biswas is also in the fray. Mamata needs to win the seat to continue her stint as Chief Minister after she lost the last polls to BJP Shuvendu Adhikari in the Nandigram constituency. After polling began, Priyanka Tibrewal alleged EVM rigging and booth capturing by TMC cadre. The constituency is turned into a fortress with tight security arrangements to ensure safe voting and no sort of violence breaking out. 20 additional companies of central forces have been deployed. Section 144 has also been imposed. This bitter campaign saw a lot of bad blood with TMC supporters clashing with BJP. Guns were whipped out by security men of BJP MP Dilip Ghosh after he was heckled and shoved on the last day of campaigning.
जैम करने का कोशिश किया था। अभी इसमें भी 146 था, वो मैंने चालू कराया। 126 जो मदन मित्रा के घर के नीचे है वो जाम अभी भी करके रखा है।
अभी तक जो हो रहा है आप खुश हो, संतुष्ट हो या फिर दिक्कत है?
लोग अगर घरों से निकल करके जेन्युइन वोटिंग होती है देते हैं तो आप नतीजा देख लीजिएगा।
पीसफुल पोलिंग है, सब जगह पोलिंग चल रहा है, आदमी उतर के वोट दे रहा है और अच्छा है। कहीं पर बूथ जाम नहीं हो रहा, कहीं पर वो तो आके 128 नंबर बूथ बोले थे, आदमी देख के गया, जो कोई जाम नहीं है। आदमी अपना बूथ में लाइन दे रहा तो उसमें जाम होने का क्या है? कहीं पर मशीन खराब हो गया तो थोड़ा लाइन पड़ गया है तो उसमें बात जाम होने का क्या है? ये सब पागलपंती है। ये सब हारने से पहले हार के जो बैठते हैं वो ये सब बात करते हैं।
Have you complained to election commission?
My office must have complained. I have informed my office.
This is about Bhagat Singh being opened.
This is about any shop being opened.
बीजेपी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नहीं যে কজন ছেলেকে লাস্ট ইলেকশনে যাদের ইয়ে করেছিল ভুল বুঝিয়ে নিয়েছিল তারাও এখন ফিরে চলে এসেছে আর বিজেপি করে না। আমার মনে হয় যে ভালো পার্সেন্টেজ ভোট পড়বে। ন্যাচারালি जनरल इलेक्शन मतन तो पड़े ना किंतु भालो परसेंटेज वोट पड़े।
सेक्शन 144 जारी है, ठीक है, लेकिन सभी दुकान बंद करके एक इलेक्शन होना है, इसका खिलाफ है हम, क्योंकि उनका भी बेरोजगारी का मामला है। वही दुकानदार उससे वोटर को प्रभावित करने के लिए कोशिश कर रहे हो दुकान से, वो बात अलग है, वो अलग एलिगेशन है, लेकिन हर दुकान बंद करके एक तो इलेक्शन होगा, ये हमारा मकसद नहीं है। आई एम रोमिंग अबाउट विद एट द डिफरेंट बूथ्स, बट पॉइंट इज elections are being happening against the people's issues, so it's not important how peaceful the election is or not. Election is happening against the people, so it obviously is an disturbing election.
Let's take this across to Indrajit Kundu, who is joining us live from Bhabanipur. Indrajit, just give us a sense of what the voter turnout is like. The last time we spoke to you, you did say that so far it's been very poor voting that's been reported in the bypoll.
Well, that's right. That was the concern, Akshita, since morning. Till about 9 o'clock, the voting percentage was a meager 7.57%. That's poor by any standards as far as West Bengal is concerned. But the good news, of course, is in the last hour or so, we are seeing brisk polling taking place with more people now coming up, and probably that is going to be the trend because it's a by-election and generally you see lower voting turnout. But as we speak now, you can see there is more activity as far as this polling station is concerned, and we can see a queue outside the polling station. There are people who are queuing up with their voter ID cards, and of course, as we have been stating, that this election is taking place in COVID times, and therefore mask is mandatory and gloves is being distributed by the election commission officials inside, and of course the security is very strong because you can see armed police force deployed right at the security right at the gate of this polling station. This is of course the polling station where Mamata Banerjee and her entire family is going to vote later this afternoon at about 4 o'clock is when we are hearing that Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee will be coming, and this of course is a prestige battle for her because this is the fight to retain her Chief Minister's share. If Mamata Banerjee wins this by-election, she remains as Chief Minister. If not, then somebody else becomes the Chief Minister. Therefore, it's a high-voltage battle, a prestige fight for the Trinamool Congress to retain Bhabanipur seat. Mamata Banerjee, mind you, has won this seat twice. In 2011, it was a bypoll from where she won this contest, and in 2016 assembly elections, she won from Bhabanipur. This time, of course, she chose to go to Nandigram, where she lost the seat, and therefore this high prestige battle at Bhabanipur once again.
All right, Indrajit, thank you very much for getting us that live report from Bhabanipur. Why the Bhabanipur battle is being spoken about so much? What's the significance of this constituency? It's very important for Mamata Banerjee. She started her political journey from this seat, from Bhabanipur in Kolkata. She's been elected twice, in fact, from this constituency, back in 2011 and 2016, which is why time and again Bhabanipur has been referred to as her stronghold. But this is a battle like no other, because her prestige is at stake after losing to Shuvendu Adhikari in Nandigram. Mamata chose to battle from Nandigram rather than Bhabanipur in this assembly election, and that cost her dearly. This victory, if she wins from Bhabanipur, will secure Mamata as the Chief Minister of Bengal. Right now, there's a big question mark on that. If she loses from Bhabanipur, it's going to be a huge challenge for Mamata Banerjee ahead.